What's up, OG, triple OG?
It's your
OG,
man, y'all already know what it
G.
is. We got some Corey on deck with the 5150 show. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
So I didn't even know that this was a thing, that this had been going on, but it was supposed to start this month, L.A. Reid. So I didn't know that he was being sued, or he's being put to trial by a former employee. Her name is Drew Dixon. She's claiming sexual assault.
I'm not a lawyer, but L.A. Reid has also been accused of SA in a lawsuit that was filed under the Adult Survivors Act. And I read all 28 pages, so let me give you a recap. The lawsuit was filed by a woman named Drew Dixon, and Drew is a music producer, entrepreneur, former general manager of John Legend's record label, and a host of other titles. The lawsuit actually details a really impressive career for Drew, including signing Nas to a publishing deal, also overseeing every aspect of the recording of Method Man and Mary J's You're All I Need. So as far as the actual allegations, the lawsuit starts with alleging that in 1995, Drew was brutally by Russell Simmons, resulting in her forced departure from her job at Def Jam at the time. So following Def Jam, Drew was hired at Arista Records. In the year 2000, L.A. Reid became president of Arista Records, and Drew started reporting directly to him. Now, the two had known each other prior to this, but once Drew started working for L.A., the suit says that he was very flirtatious with her, including a time when L.A. asked Drew to come with him and his wife to look for apartments in New York. They were moving there from Atlanta. But once Drew arrived, she realized that L.A.'s wife was never coming. It was just her, L.A., and the realtor. And according to this lawsuit, L.A. made flirtatious comments throughout the appointment. Eventually, the realtor commented that L.A. was clearly in love with her. So in January of 2001, the suit alleges that there was a company-wide retreat in Puerto Rico. The company was handling all of the travel arrangements, and at the last minute, Drew was told that all of the senior level execs would be traveling over on a private plane. The lawsuit says that Drew boarded the plane and discovered that the only people on the plane was her and L.A. Reid.
I find myself very attracted to you.
I find myself very married.
L.A. asked her to sit next to him to go over materials, and then allegedly began playing with her hair, kissing her, and then assaulting her. Now, the second assault alleged in the complaint stems from a work event in 2001, in which L.A. Reid allegedly asked Drew to join him for a ride and that he would drop her off. According to the suit, Drew had been avoiding L.A. since the Puerto Rico incident, but according to her, that was resulting in him not approving her artist or preventing her from moving forward with her work. So Drew takes the ride and hopes that since there's a driver that nothing would happen. But according to the lawsuit, shortly into the ride, L.A. began allegedly groping her, kissing her, and assaulting her again. Following the second alleged assault, Drew says she ignored and avoided L.A., but it resulted in him sabotaging her career, including passing on Kanye West when she brought him in, and canceling multiple appointments and performance auditions for John Legend. The suit says that because L.A. Reid and these assaults drove Drew out of the music industry, we lost the ear that heard My Love Is Your Love as a demo and brought it for Whitney Houston, the person who had a hand in The Boy Is Mine for Brandy and Monica, and the person that spotted artists such as Kanye West, John Legend, Toya, and Alice Smith. So all of these things are attributed to Drew Dixon in this lawsuit. And because of these assaults, it says that she left this industry. The suit says she's lost out on money, her career, and even suffered severe depression. Drew, in the lawsuit, gives an example as recent as 2017 in which she says that L.A. Reid, even now, decades later, is punishing her for having refused to submit to his sexual demands. The lawsuit also notes that Ms. Dixon has been told that although she is well-known, well-respected, and highly qualified, she is essentially blackballed because she has spoken out against Mr. Simmons and Mr. Reid. Thus, the harm is ongoing and unceasing. So she is suing for battery and assault, false imprisonment, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and for violation of the Gender-Motivated Violence Act. And she has requested a jury trial.
Or forward, and I think it was September 8th, and now they just went back in again. So now everybody's upset. So the person...
About what?
Because he keeps making these excuses and keeps pushing it further and further out. L.A. Reid.
What's the
And
trial
He
his
makes
team.
excuses about what?
And his team. In other words,
What is the trial about? I'm sorry.
okay,
D.
the trial is about a former employee or connected, because she's huge herself. She actually brought, let's say, they're afraid, put it like this, I found out they're afraid of what's going to come out in this court case because she's going to bring up other things that typically wouldn't be used in a sexual assault case, but they're afraid that she's going to be bringing up all kinds of other stuff because she's saying that he caused, allegedly, the loss of 2 huge artists, and Kanye being one of them, that she had brought to the thing and that he didn't sign them. So that they're afraid that other things are going to come out in this case, but she's suing him for that. So, but they pushed it back. What happened was when they went in today, you're going to find this funny, when they went in, he didn't have his usual legal team, right, representing him. So he has some new people, and they were like, wait, what's going on here? So the judge said, dang it, even though he's mad that we have to push it to next year, like January or something like that, that they were upset that he pulled something again. They're thinking that
Is that?
that's L.A. Reid.
And
So
we
the-
was talking about the rock chains. God damn.
Yeah, L.A. Reid.
And,
That's dude.
and
That
they
motherfucker
said,
look like Grady from Sanford and Son. Fred. Hey, Fred. You.
so the reason they used this time, when they went in this week, the reason they used this one is that he's got new attorneys.
So he drove. He's being sued for sabotage.
Sexual assault, but
He's being sued for Jimmy Jam. No,
but
I'm
this
fucking with
particular woman, the person who's saying
He left
it,
Jam and Jimmy is what he's being sued for.
you. He jimmied in the jam band.
anyway, the woman is saying that the reason why certain things didn't happen is because she turned down his advances, or that when
Can I say something? I'm just glad he with bitches. That's how much weird
Two?
shit happened. Huh? He said
T-O-O?
two. Okay. Yeah. So much weird shit happened. I'd be happy when I find out a motherfucker straight like me. I'm like, okay, yeah, he might have caught a case, but at least no.
So they
Shit,
did
man.
say it's going to proceed no matter what. So the judge said, no matter what, this next time we're going to give you this, but there's no denying that it's going to start January 12th.
He doing
So-
like Master P. Master P kept putting off his case.
But you know who was on
Wasn't
his...
he? Not dissing Master P. I'm just saying.
You know who
this
was
time.
on his legal team, the previous legal team before all this stuff started happening was your girl. What was her name?
The bitch who tried to lie on me and went to TMZ and motherfucker used her juice at TMZ to have Corey Holcomb name all over the news in a negative way, which is why I'm telling y'all what y'all see on TV, even if it's a DA from motherfucking Mississippi, all that shit is for the TV. All that shit for the TV. Corey Holcomb ain't motherfucking out here living no foul life. God bless Corey Holcomb. I live a good
Says right here.
Protestant life.
It was set for September 8th, although Reid and his former counsel, homegirl, have parted ways after Reid fell behind and didn't allegedly pay the legal bills and refused her calls.
He stopped fucking the bitch and now she taking him to court. Same thing happened to Smokey. It boiled over after a while. Smokey was like, you hoes, pussy ain't worth me doing that no more. You got to pay that call on your own now, bitch. And I bet you didn't know that.
He got behind on his legal bill.
No, well, they don't, I mean, nobody,
These young people don't even know that song.
What song?
Which one? Bet You by Golly Wall?
No, Smokey Robinson and Rick James. I love you. Wasn't that Smokey and Rick James?
And I want you.
Them was their last years of being out here fucking hoes raw.
You know what? I cannot.
Now they got to fuck hoes they know. That's the girl who got him in court? Yeah, she bitter. Because let me tell you, like, she's light-skinned but ugly.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
Like, you don't know how ugly she is. You get through. When you fuck her about 12 times, you be like, this a monkey.
She's just looking angry right there, though. I've seen different pictures of her. But anyway, yeah, she's...
Why do I always say
I know,
monkey?
he's the worst.
I'm a dirty mother. What did I get that on? This is a monkey.
I'm gonna tie your old monkey ass up.
Is that a monkey? Oh, no, that was King Kong. Remember when King Kong came on and they was in the helicopter and they saw him down there and old boy said, Is that a monkey? That's my.
Oh my God.
That's a
Anyway,
light-skinned albino monkey.
there she goes.
See, the glamour shots is a motherfucker, but it's them shots in the kitchen without no makeup on.
Outdoorsy.
When they get out the tub and they be like, "Would you bring me a towel, please?"
So in January, this trial is going to happen. So I'm wondering what this is going to expose. So that's what people are saying. They're saying in the industry that this is going to be something.
She's straight for the stroke. She can get it, but I'm saying like not on no real money shit. She be like, "Now come on, let's be honest. What do you want? Come on, let's be honest."
You're so I did, yeah. So we'll see what happens with that case.
God damn, man! Everybody want to try to say that they was sexually assaulted. And L.A. Reid, I couldn't even recognize him myself when they showed that picture of him. People getting old though, you know. We in the 2025. People getting old. My old ass getting old. But again, a lot of women is suing people for sexual assault, and they suing under the Adult Survivor Act. I don't even know what that is. Y'all let me know what that is in the comments if y'all can. I'm not familiar with it. It's allegations that Russell Simmons, he took some sex from this woman. We like to call it, or I like to call it back in the days, he jumping a tree. I don't know if y'all familiar with that, but we used to call it jumping a tree when a man, he takes sex from a woman or whatnot. And then they got on an airplane or whatever. It reminds me of that movie where that woman, she went on an airplane with that millionaire or whatever.
What do you dream about?
You?
And had sex with him, and he gave her AIDS or something like that, and she left her husband. It reminds me of that movie. I don't know if y'all seen it or not. I forgot the movie name. But L.A. Reid, he looked like a Pepe Le Pew.
To think, radiant flower, you do not have to come with me to the Casbah. We are already here.
The way they saying that he was aggressive as hell on this woman. But it's all allegations. You never know. It can be a money thing. You know what I'm saying? These women like to put allegations on these men, just like Smokey Robinson. They put allegations on him 20, 30 years later or whatever. This was 2000. It's 25 years later. And it's like, God damn, why you just not coming out with that? The money must got low because they said this woman brought out a whole lot of big time R&B singers, even Kanye West. So a lot of times you got to watch, you know, these people suing for sexual harassment or sexual assault and all that stuff, you know. You got to be real careful, especially being in this type of business, the music industry, because y'all know it's a whole lot of stuff that goes down in the music industry that we can just imagine what goes on. L.A. Reid, he keep putting it off. He must know what he doing. I know he got some money. We talking about a producer back in the 80s, probably in the 70s, if I ain't for sure. But a lot of these producers, these big time names, these women are coming and it's like they being haunted for some stuff they did 20, 30 years ago or whatnot. And who's to say if it's not true or if it's true? I don't know, man. I'm just here to give y'all what I know and to, you know, give y'all my opinion on the situation. And my opinion on the situation is I call cap. I don't believe it, man. She should have been said something back 25, 30 years ago. But that's just my opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Do y'all think this man did this to her? Or do y'all think that her money running out and she just need another come up? Y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comments.
What's up,
It's your
OG,
man, y'all already know what it
OG,
is.
triple,
The next video was Ghetto Talk.
OG.
Up out of here. Peace.